Hey, aloha guys. Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org. If you're new to the channel, I'm all about teaching you everything you need to know about Hawaii and its real estate, but you just can't find in the listing. It's a beautiful day on Maui. Trade winds are just active today, so it's blowing, which is nice because we like it. It keeps us nice and cool. If you're thinking about coming to Hawaii, we'd love to encourage you to travel. Obviously, it's a quick little update, and I'm going to show you a couple little things in this beautiful neighborhood right here, known as Lanikeha. A lot been going on here since I started profiling this neighborhood about a year ago. A lot going on, and I'm going to show you a couple things. But if you're getting ready to travel to Hawaii, my dad just landed today, right? So it's one of the reasons I'm posting is I got the most recent information, and so he did get vaccinated, and he was able to, as of July 8th, now you can come to Hawaii without having to test negative for COVID as long as you have your vaccination card. You upload it to the Safe Travel site, and as long as it gets validated, you will get this cool little bracelet. He said today they were kind of a peach colored, and if you get that, then you can go straight out of the airport. You don't have to stand in line. Now his didn't get validated for some reason. We're not too sure why. So he had to wait in line. So he says there's a super long line. So he had to wait, I think, almost an hour. So make sure, figure out whatever it takes to validate. He thought maybe because he didn't have it with CVS, it was with Longs. Anyway, some theories, but I guess when you check in for your flight, they'll give you the little bracelet, and then you don't have to wait in line, and you go straight out of the airport. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to update you guys with is, like, the island is super busy and prices are going up. All the property managers I talked to say they're seeing record numbers of nightly rental rates. So make sure you just decide to make your travel plans now, even if it's for next year or in 2 years, whatever you can do, lock into today's prices before they continue to go up is what I think is going to happen. Fortunately, if you own a vacation condo here on Maui. Of course, there's no more vacation homes, very few. You have to own a property for 5 years now before you can apply for your TVR, your transient vacation rental license. But I think if you get a B&B license, which is if you live on the property, I think you can bypass the 5-year wait. So at any rate, I digress. So where am I at today, guys? Enough of me. I'm on the last remaining stand of affordable ground in Lanikeha. Check out the view. This lot's for sale right now for $525. And if you've been in this neighborhood, you know one of the key things is you need good drop, right? Because there's probably going to be a home that's built below you. I think this one's got a great drop. It's got a great view corridor right here, and right down the pike over here towards Lanai, and then over here, probably going to be a home that goes up here eventually. But right now, you do get some ocean view right in this direction. So what's happened in this neighborhood in the last year, I pulled all the statistics. Matter of fact, if you're interested, I'd be happy to send them to you. I've got a map with everything that's sold, everything that's active, everything that's pending. But there's been about $53 million in real estate that has sold inside of this beautiful little neighborhood since January 1st of this year. Stunning, right? 53 million, it's crazy. And I also have some statistics for real estate here on Maui that compares last year to this year. You're not gonna believe it. So as usual, I always have my little buddy. Now check him out down there. He's next to Taco. He's ready to go for a quick cruise. There he is. He's got some new gear on, right? We kind of made him look a little fancy and protected him a little bit. He was ready. But here, check this out. I printed this out before I came here because I wanted to share it with you. Because if you're in the market for real estate, obviously I'm an active real estate agent here on the island. Love to help you out, represent you as a buyer or seller. Again, these winds are pumping. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is crazy. But check this out. You're not going to believe it. Look at this. Look at these numbers. So check this out. Here's some statistics, and I'm happy to send this to you if you want to check it out. But look at the increase in sales overall, 148% year over year for residential, 146% for condominiums. But the crazy thing is, if you dive into the numbers, right? Check this out. I'm kind of a little bit of a numbers guy. When you dig into the numbers, look at the increase in sales right here. 400% by volume in Kapalua, 595% by dollar volume. This is number of sales. This is dollar volume for Kapalua. Isn't that crazy? And then down here, look at this. That's for homes. For condominiums, Kapalua up 500% and dollar volume up 777%. That's crazy. That's 7 times more condos sold in Kapalua. That's insane. But unfortunately, for you buyers, that's why I say buy now. Look at the median sales price up 44% for residential. Average sales price is up 80%. Condominium, median sales price up 26%, average sales price up 21%. So yeah, things are going up. Of course, the only negative number is inventory, right? So inventory remaining kind of steady in residential, but negative 18% there. So anyway, enough boring numbers for now, but it does mean something. And this is the map for Lanikeha. So everything you see here that's not surrounded by a little square is something that has sold this year. So I've got them all on here, and we're going to go for a quick little cruise on the one wheel and show you a couple things here. But that is an active market. 45 sales, 55 million, and then 11 of them were homes, 34 of them were lots. And currently we have 4 homes on the market, but there's only one that's real. The rest are specs. And there's 4 lots on the market, and the only one that's really, you know, a good buy in my opinion is this one I just looked at right here. Lot 16 right here for $525. So if you're in the market for a lot in West Maui, Kaanapali, that to me is the next one that's going to sell in my opinion. Why it hasn't, I have absolutely no idea, but I think it's definitely one to consider. This home right here just sold. This home right here is on the market right here. Beautiful home. And yeah, let's see a quick cruise. Let's check it out. As always, I'd like to say I've got the most aloha infused audience on planet Earth. So if you have any insight on how to make sure you got that vaccination registration so you get the little bracelet, put it in the comments, man. It might help somebody, it might save someone having to stand in that beautiful line that we always have. But remember, when you land here, you're officially on Maui time. So if you have a little line you got to stand in, it's okay. Blood pressure drops. Just remember, you're surrounded by water, right? You're about to have a good time. It's all good. So even that moment at the airport, just have a moment of zen. Just be like, I'm standing in line on Maui, right? It should make everything kind of better. It's a test. Everything's a test. All right, guys. I don't know about you, but I've been working all day long, so this is gonna be kind of fun. And I want to show you around a little bit. Now, I didn't bring my little cheat sheet of what sold, where, when, and how, but I can certainly send that to you. But for those of you that haven't seen this neighborhood before, I want to just give you a quick little tour of it, because in my humble opinion, this has got some things that no other neighborhood offers on the west side of Maui, namely a clubhouse. Some say it's a $5 million clubhouse. Others have ventured to guess that it's $3.5 million. But whatever it is, at today's prices, it's probably a $10 million clubhouse. But it's a super nice clubhouse with a mega infinity pool and a workout facility that's air conditioned, a beautiful club room that you can have parties and just spoil yourself and your friends and your birthday kids or whatever you want to do. But let's go up, well, I don't know, hang on a second. Let's go up this way a little bit, because you're going to see the West Maui Mountains are just getting ready to get shrouded in rainbows. Usually what happens this time of day. Now you can see those are nice and green still. Alas, because the trade winds come and dump their rain, which is a beautiful thing, but we are definitely in a drought here on Maui. No question about it, definite drought factor. So pray for rain, we need rain. Today has been a little bit rainy, which is nice, but just splashes here and there. But this neighborhood offers not just these spectacular views of the West Maui Mountains, but also wonderful trade winds. Oh, that's awesome. Man, I'm turning this corner right now, Ohio Ridge, what this is called, and man, it is pumping. I'm covering up the windsock, and it's still probably horrible to listen to, so my apologies. But what they're starting to do now, if you notice in this neighborhood, you're starting to see realtors advertising spec homes on a lot for like, you know, $4 to $6 million bucks, something like that, in that range, which is pretty darn aggressive, but that's the direction this neighborhood is heading. So hopefully they'll be successful in selling those spec homes at those prices, because that's just going to mean neighborhood values are going up for all of you that are going to purchase, have purchased, or about to build something here in Lanikeha. This is the site of a spec home right here for $4 million and change. This is one over here that just went under contract. It's still pending. This spec home already closed and sold right here. That's a done deal. Over here is one of my favorite builders on all of Maui. Shout out to Colin. How's it, brother? And one thing I love about Colin, man, he's very efficient, right? So when he builds something, like, he's not wasting any time, right? It's like he ain't burning daylight. He's getting stuff done. Look at this thing, man. He's already got the foundation practically poured on this baby, and he's building this house at the same time. And look at that. He just started. He's got walls going up. Are you kidding me? So there's something to be said for efficiency. I was raised in a very efficient family. My dad was military. My mom's from Germany. Need I say anything more? It's like, get her done, people. Let's go. No messing around. It's that type A personality that makes the world go round. Yeah, you come to Maui to relax and take it easy, but when someone's building your house or working for you, like a realtor, you want someone that doesn't mess around. Right? Let's go. Let's work. Get it done. Results. That's what it's all about. So thanks, Colin, for being one of my favorite builders on Maui. Aloha. Okay, here we go. More sunset, because that's way more exciting than looking at my mug. But this, oh man, goodness, I just passed the clubhouse. I see a sunset, I'm like a deer in the headlights. I'd just be like, oh, beauty. And I just stopped thinking. But I just passed the clubhouse, and that's kind of what I wanted to show you. So, because this is the one thing you get in Lanikeha that you don't get anywhere else. Nowhere else are you going to get this macked out clubhouse. It just ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen in the plantation. It's not going to happen in Mahana Estates. It's not going to happen in Kapalua Golf Villas. I'm sorry, that's not a neighborhood. I meant to say Kaanapali Golf Estates. Huh. Anyway, this is in Kaanapali Golf Estates, but only people that own here get access to this beautiful facility right here. Shall we go check it out, or I don't know. I gotta jump this curb right here because I don't want to fall on live YouTube. That would be weird. Let's just see, maybe I can give you guys a quick little sneak peek. I see some cars in the parking lot, so that tells me there's some folks that are chilling out here right now. Want to be respectful of their privacy, of course. But I want to show you what this is all about, because this is a major perk of living here, because you can, of course, this is where you pick up your mail, so it's sort of the community hotspot, if you will. Someone's got a brochure box there with some information. I don't know what that's all about. Probably some important community data. But here, I'll get off the one wheel so I don't break any additional rules. Let's just check it out real quick. Of course, there's the on-site manager that's always here, like 5 days a week. That's really cool. And then here's some of those facilities I was talking to you about. You can see this really super nice high-end leather everything. And then over there is the pool. Now there are some folks enjoying their sunset there, so I want to be respectful of their privacy there. Don't want to do anything weird, but I want to show you the pool. And this is a double infinity with a beautiful waterfall sort of grotto on the other side of it, which I can probably one wheel around and show you. And then there's a workout facility that's air conditioned that's right there. So as you're working out, you literally have this ridiculous ocean view. But anyway, I'm going to skedoodle out of here. Don't want to get in trouble. I mean, I don't mind getting in trouble, but you know, if I can avoid it, you know, I shall. Okay, I can see the sunset's popping off right now, so we need to get over there. And again, guys, I apologize if the wind is a little nuts, but it has been very trade windy today. And I'm doing my best to protect you from that sound. My one wheel just turned off, so that's kind of random. Okay, here we go. Can you see the glow? The glow is happening right now. This is all like fireworks, like every day. Like, do not wait. In the midst of the glow, we have a rainbow. Yes, it's a sign. There's many signs on Maui. This is probably the most consistent one. Every rainbow you see, I believe, is for a reason. Oh, look at the L. I never realized it, but you really get a good side shot of the Lahaina L right there. Do you see that? That's cool. I never really 100% realized that until now. It's, you know why? It's because it's kind of shining. That L is kind of shining in the light from the sunset. Huh. Kind of standing out more than usual. So this gives you a sense of what your views would be, you know, when you're sitting in your lanai, kicked back with your infinity pool, got a drink in your hand, maybe some toes in the brought-in sand. You could have one of those pools that has like little sand in the shallow end. I always thought those were kind of cool. I always wanted one of those. Yeah, maybe someday I will. I don't know. It just seems like, well, if you can do that, why wouldn't you do that? Everybody wants sand in their toes. And the other thing is the quietness. Now notice how it's a little bit more protected down here. So there's different parts of the neighborhood with different trade wind activity. That's good to know. Part of this right now is we're being protected by this pu'u. It's called a pu'u. This big pile of rocks back in the day when they put them, you know, for the cane field to pile up all the rocks. So we're behind the protection of a pu'u. So one of the houses that I sold back there has got the pu'u right behind it, and that was one of the benefits that we sold, was like, hey, you will have a little protection. I mean, wind is a good thing overall, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it is nice to be kind of cubby-holed away in your own little corner of paradise. And I wanted to show you this pool, if I can sneak up without getting busted. Okay, here we go. Oh, see, the waterfall's not on right now, but sometimes during the day this waterfall turns on, and that's a whole grotto right there. But that's another little shot of the clubhouse there. So yeah, super nice. Barbecues over here, eating area, 2 restrooms, and a big giant spa and a kiddie pool. I used to think it was 2 spas, but it's actually 1 spa and 1 kiddie pool. You learn, you know, you go through life, you learn. All right, let's keep cruising because I don't want to miss this sunset. We're going to head over to Anapuni Loop. This is, of course, a gated neighborhood. It's actually double gated. You have to go through a gate at Kaanapali Golf Estates. A second gate here. This is end of the road, and it's located directly above Black Rock and the resorts of Kaanapali. That's my luau voice. Welcome to Kaanapali, in the heart of the Pacific Ocean, where the pu'u meets the ku'u. I'm just making stuff up now. Look at that, huh? So now this has officially gone from neighborhood tour to Maui fix. Get your Maui fix. And yes, this lot's for sale right here. The first lot in the pu'u. There's the sign. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Wait a second, where'd it go? Ah, there it is. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. My apologies. It's one of the lots. One of 4 lots for sale. And these lots that are on this side of the neighborhood, I actually really do dig them because they kind of face the golf course. So this does abut the Kaanapali Royal Course. Or is it the Kai course? Heck, I don't know. I'm not a golfer. I wish I was, but I don't really have enough time. Someday. So there's a beautiful little ocean view, but also a little pond view. This lot just sold a little while ago. I tried to sell it, but I didn't get the buyer. Darn it. You don't win them all. Try though. I want to win them all. It just never seems to work out that way, but that's okay. There's enough for everybody. That's how I look at it. Plenty of business for everybody. But I just really thought there was a few buyers in my world that would have loved that lot. But now it's not going to happen. That'll be for sale for $1.5 million. So there is a half-acre lot that's on for sale right now on Anapuni Loop for $1.5. Huh? I thought these just sold for like $5 to $750. Oh yeah, they did. But now we're going to sell it for $1.5. Why? Because we can. I don't know about that. But as they say in Pidgin, if can, can. If no can, no can. So time will tell. Here's my favorite Cheesecake Factory house. Love that place, by the way. You guys ever sell? You must let me list it, please. I'm such a fan. And look at this. Look at this. Ooh, the clouds behind me are just... That's the show tonight, boy. The clouds just reflecting. And then down here is where another one of those new builder spec home, let's put it up for $6 million just because we're feeling just optimistic. Don't know if they're gonna get it, but hey, you don't know if you don't try, right? I'm sure that's what the listing agent told them, but I think it's a little aggressive, but that's just me. Anyway, you can see lots of building going on here and beautiful cloud formations above. Lots of construction fences everywhere. So it's really cool, man. This to me is like the little train that could. I mean, this was the sleeper neighborhood of all time. They launched this thing right at the crash. Everyone got in and then fell out. It just sat here empty for a decade. But anyway, now it's like the hot ticket. So good for you guys for hanging in there. A lot of people built this neighborhood with some vision years ago, and I'm so glad to see it's becoming what it was intended to become, because that's a cool thing, because it's a smoking location. To think that you can sit in your house and look down at Lahaina Town lights, like in a few minutes here, this is going to be Lahaina Town city lights right there. Okay, it's not Vegas, but it is Lahaina, and it's cool, man. So to be able to sit in your home and look at not just the sunset, but also Lahaina Town, I don't know, man, that's cool, because I'm kind of a Lahaina Town fan myself. Like, shout out Lahaina. West side is the best side. Okay, the sunset is kind of fading to black, I think, which is all right. We'll forgive it. Can't always blow up, but we have sort of the blow up happening back in this region here, which is kind of nice. But we're kind of cruising along on a Puni Loop. Aloha, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Good, good. Hi. And the one that just went on the market for 1.5 is just right over here somewhere. So if you're in the mood to set a record in the neighborhood, give me a call. We'll chew them down, don't you worry. So anyway, it's probably going to get a little windier as I head up this. This is called Ohio Ridge. Originally, when they built this neighborhood, they were planning on having yet another separate neighborhood right here with spec homes. But it obviously didn't work out because of what the market was doing. But at any rate, I don't think I'm going to hurt you guys with this wind all the way back. It's just too much. It's hurting my ears. It means it must really be hurting your speakers. So with that, I think I shall leave you with this beautiful sight, which is the shadow. Not the shadow. It's not a shadow anymore. I'm sorry. It's just the darkened lanai. Just a dark lanai right there. Just shedding a little tear because the sunset's over and night is coming, but it's all good. Beautiful Hawaiian night. Can you see the wind out there on the ocean right now? Very, very trade windy, which we like. Which just, I wouldn't be booking like a sunset cruise tonight, because it'd be like, you know, the 3-hour tour gone wrong. But after enough drinks, you probably won't care. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. As always, it's a pleasure. I don't know what I just did to myself, but I love a share, a shaka, a thumbs up, a subscribe. Hit me in the comments when they comment. That's where they go, I guess, comments. And of course, if you're in the market for real estate, buy, sell, trade, talk story, whatever, man. I'm here to help any way that I can. I love Maui, I love Hawaii, and I love working with the best aloha-infused audience on planet Earth. Until next time, I shall return. I'm trying to do this more often. It's a little tough, you know, when you're working like 18 hours a day, but that's okay. I can get out of that funk of just grinding and be like, oh, let's do something fun. Because, you know, let's face it, guys, work sometimes is just real serious. You know, it's like serious stuff. And I'm actually a really serious real estate agent, believe it or not. So to kind of segue into this beauty of fun is just not always easy. It's shifting that gear, right? I'm working on it. So anyway, I could go on, but I won't bore you anymore. So thanks again, guys. Aloha. Till next time. Enjoy your evening. Aloha. Remember, stay in that positive state of aloha, because that's what makes the world go round. Love makes the world go round. Haters suck. Yes, sir. Until next time. I don't see the off button. Okay, where's it? It's because I can't see anything anymore. Man, I turned 50 and it's like, tough. It's tough. It's tough getting old. My mom warned me. She goes, Eric, you better be tough if you're going to get old. Like, starting to get it.